And then now we are starting show like the astronomy. And now we keep on breaking through is an anomaly. Because we keep remaining true without apology. The mission of we carry through and finish properly. Say Gambia to Guadeloupe or is to Napoli. Say Zambia to Honolulu back to Tripoli.
So we'll fast forward and we're going to go ahead and go after 96 and everything. So go ahead and tell the fans and everything a little bit about that.
97. I've always had a close-knit family. You know what I'm saying? Mom, pops, brother, we just been super tight. You know what I'm saying? We eat together, we hustle together. You understand what I'm saying? So 97, we put together a little restaurant down there on Cherry Street, Down Home Cafe. And we had a studio. I was the first black owner of a studio in Macon, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Right up the street, Adams Lounge, off of Gray Highway. A cat named John Battle had a building, Northeast Concrete Company. He allowed us to go in the front of it and turn that into a full-fledged studio. Went about $19,000 worth of equipment, brought it home. I ain't no shit, bought no studio, plugged it up. I was so anxious before the building even got ready. I broke my bed down in my room and everything, put my studio on. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there plugging in shit and whatever. But anyway, got the studio rolling and whatnot, and I have to say the first time people in Macon realized that I had a studio and realized that I made beats, it had to come through my partner Lil Paul. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know Lil Paul is from a group called JHWP, very classic, very legendary group out of Macon, Georgia. You understand what I'm saying? Lil Paul came through the studio one day, and we did a song called We Ain't Bout It, We With It. You know what I'm saying? He was taking a shot at your boy, you know, Master P and all them cats, you know what I'm saying? And he took that song out the door, and I guess he let some folks hear it and whatnot, so we started getting a lot of clientele. My old time partner, Marvin Stevens, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you government name, nigga, you know what it is, you know what I'm saying? P-Star Entertainment for y'all that don't know, you know what I'm talking about, putting it down. I had my homeboy Murder Swerve and my homeboy Manson, you know what I'm saying, Stunt Tanner. They came through, we clicked up, them my brother, you know what I'm saying, my homeboy Chris Green, you know what I'm saying. We had a little company called Loyalty Records that we started. And, you know, we just getting it in the studio, taking on clientele. My homeboy Straw came in. You know, a lot of cats are making no Peter Wheat Straw, but I know him as Markion, you know what I'm saying? I know the Tweeds kind of cat before the dreads, before the G shit, you understand what I'm saying? Been my homie for a long time, you know. Just getting it in on the clientele work, you know. And I say around the end of 98, going on 99, it's my partner Chris, I guess he decided that he wanted to take the Loyalty Records thing to another level and actually put out a record. We had all these artists around us at the time, you know what I'm saying? We was calling ourselves a sound establishment, you know, Varsity Club, a whole bunch of different cats around. But let's put out an album on you, Jay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really a rapper. I rap, but I'm a producer first and foremost. Just so I can rap. So, you know, we put together a little album and whatnot, and there was a song on that album called I Love Myself. And there was a song on that album called Bounce With It featuring Pastor Troy. And we took those singles to radio, you know, just to give radio a shot. I got to give a shout out to my homeboy Derek Chapman and my homeboy Coco Brother. Y'all might not know Coco Brother, you know what I'm saying? He's up in Atlanta right now. He's working in Hot. But those two DJs right there were the first two DJs that ever played anything of mine. And when they played that record, I Love Myself, that record took off. And in about 2 to 3 weeks, we was on 50 stations in heavy rotation with that record. Went on tour with Pastor Troy and the Young Bloods. You know, we was doing our thing, you know, in the Southeast region. It was crazy for me because this is my first time stepping on stage and hearing cats sing back my shit. You know what I'm saying? Still wasn't about the money with us because we had money.
Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
That feel, you know, that feel is, I know that feel. When somebody's, you don't even have to get the words out, and cats already done got your whole hook, your whole chorus. I mean, what is that? Is that like a really nostalgic feel? I mean, how does that really feel?
To me, to be just all the way 100 with it, it's like God talking to you, letting you know that you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? When you can go out of town, when you can go way from where you from, and you can stand on the stage, and you can sing a song that these folks have never seen you before, but they know your song and they singing that song word for word. You really can't get no more beautiful than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the love. I think that's the love that keeps a lot of people in the game. You know what I'm saying? The appreciation that you get from the fans. The money is nice. The money is cool when you are in a position to get that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of us a lot of us just really got a love for this thing. I am hip hop. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about making a dollar with me. I'm just happy that God gave me something that I could use to make a living. But at the same time, it's about the appreciation of the fans and what they give you back that make you want to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, we're going to take a break and we're going to get back to that, because I love that vivid picture of you saying that you are hip hop. I mean, you didn't say that I love hip hop. You said that you are hip hop. And what I want to do is I want to get a description and let the fans know, because I truly believe that myself. I believe that you are hip hop. But people not, like I said, people in making, man, we gotta wake them up. And this is a great defining moment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna let you tell them a little bit more about the hip hop and the history, because like I said, man, already from 95 to 90.
You know what I'm saying? My father, we had music playing through the house every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? So I know about, the era of disco, the era of soul, everything that went on before hip-hop even got here. You know what I'm saying? People like the Last Poets, James Brown, you know what I'm saying? Gil Scott-Heron, all that kind of shit. My dad is like a music historian. So as I was growing up and trying to find my culture, you know what I'm saying, you catching these cats break dancing, you seeing all this stuff in New York, you know what I'm saying, that shit was like, what is that, to me? I guess the same way probably the Temptations or something was like, what is that to my daddy? You know what I'm saying? And they never hit me from the music. They always used to teach me stuff about the music. So, I got cousins in New York and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Send me down these tapes, Funky 4 Plus 1 More. And the Treacherous 3, you know what I'm saying? Had a nigga in the group named Cool Mo D that later on became to be one of LL's, arch enemies and all this shit. I really, really grew up watching hip hop as it evolved into what it is today. That was my culture, the way we talk, the way we dress, you know what I'm saying? The music. I wasn't doing music at the time. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about the culture. You know what I'm saying? When I started doing music up north, and none of that shit that had nothing to do with me starting to do music. It was all south. It was all this shit right here that made me want to do music. But as far as the culture, hip-hop, graffiti, breakdancing, DJing, MCing, I fucks with all that. So I am hip-hop before anything. I live this shit.
The nigga, I don't want it, I don't need it. And if there's a cure for this, I don't need it, I don't want it. And if there's a cure for this, we'll want it, biatch.